How is this legal? Since 2007, the year Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare dropped, we've seen almost 17 years of Call of Duty titles. Some good, some bad, some memorable, and some... Yet it seems like Activision never got the memo that these games are past their lifespan, as games like Black Ops 1 on the PC are still $40. What the I mean, sure, why not buy a game like Call of Duty 4 for $20 on Steam, experience the first ever Call of Duty game to do the whole Modern Warfare thing, and feature the multiplayer experience that revolutionized the whole modern shooter genre. Sure, you might find things like hackers, or apparently give someone the opportunity to access your computer, but you're playing Call of Duty 4, am I right? Or maybe jump into World at War, a game known for its dark, gritty design and a zombies mode that, oh, that's unsafe as well. Even Black Ops 2, a game that is literally 12 years old, is still $60. How? Point is, buying these games now is like buying a condom with holes punched into it. It might still provide a great experience, but it's basically pointless if you're not actually being protected. Shout out Tyreek Hill. Which is why I wonder, why is Activision even selling these games beyond their lifespan at full retail price? Especially when they're not even updating these games to help protect the current player base from the absolute scum of the earth. Cheaters. Is it negligence? Is it a lack of funds? Or is it the fact they're apparently worried some of these games that are, oh, say 15 years old could impact the sales of Black Ops 6. Don't get me wrong, I own all of these games on console, but even playing the games on console can sometimes be an experience that makes me want to take my Xbox and rip it out of the wall and chuck it on the freeway, mainly because of the poor experience. Population issues, cheaters, bugs, or balancing issues that have existed since launch can make some of these games unbearable. And very rarely these days do I want to play the new titles anyway. Like if I play one of the new Call of Duty titles, it's probably on launch month, and then after that my playtime starts to fall off a cliff. There is literally nothing post-launch that really keeps me hooked beyond FOMO. I mean, Modern Warfare 3 is fine, but it's basically $70 DLC with a multiplayer that fixes everything from the previous game, a zombies mode that's basically DLC, and a campaign that's basically the same shit I'd put together the day before it's due. Again, there isn't much beyond FOMO and a few of the events that are kind of fun that make me really want to come back and play. And Black Ops 6, while it may look promising, is looking like it's going to be Battlefield Hardline with a better movement system. The old Call of Duty titles were iconic, sure. They each had individual identities that constantly attempted to push the franchise forward and deliver the player base with a unique multiplayer experience for better or worse. But they're not $60 or $70 in 2024 iconic. I mean, they may as well be offering cigarettes to the player base for getting fucked like that. And if Activision is so afraid of players jumping on the old games and taking away from the mainline game, then maybe look at those games and ask yourself, what is it that the players like from those games and that made those games so popular? And maybe say, oh, I don't know, put those decisions into one of the new games. Instead of just ramming overpriced DLC down the throat of your players, risk pissing them off and causing them to risk installing malware on their computers just for a bit of nostalgia. I'm saying nostalgia. And it's pathetic that fans of the franchise are the ones creating the Call of Duty titles fans really want to see, or create mods to help create a safer experience for players on PC, only for Activision to shut them down because they feel threatened by their existence, as it could potentially take away from their, again, mainline game sales. I mean, most other games would kill to have the player base that they're getting on some of these old games, and they should feel honored to have the player base that they have in their current games and their old games because people care so much about them. Now, you can buy each Call of Duty title on PC individually, but there's also a bundle that is apparently worth near $1,000. It features every Call of Duty and every DLC, which is still equally crazy considering most of these games on PC, again, are nearly unplayable. And that might be for varying reasons, but most of the DLCs are also not worth $15. I mean, come on, $15 for the remastered variety map pack is a kick in the face to your player base. Remastered content that is from a 16, 17-year-old game is crazy. Activision should be completely ashamed of themselves, especially considering, yet again, there is potential of these games being unsafe to play. It would be great to see more players experience each title and see what made these games so beloved, like Modern Warfare 2, for instance, which upped the scale from the original game, introducing us all to characters like Ghost, who wasn't some cheesy Dark Knight character, while also showing us playable characters Soap. The missions were bigger, the stakes were higher, feeling more like a Michael Bay-esque movie, and the multiplayer, while extremely broken, was one that was built to give the players the most fun possible. Black Ops 3 literally offers mod support for zombies, which is basically every player's wet dream, and it fixed the movement system from Advanced Warfare by making it a kind of boots on the ground experience mixed with the dinking and dunking. The campaign was also one that made me think I was on shrooms, but Hey, maybe I was. Point is, again, these games might be great. They might be worth playing at some point, yet Activision, by keeping them at the price tag along with never providing any real support after their lifespan, makes the entire bundle along with each individual price tag absurd. Activision can absolutely suck it.